Okay, people. Now it's May 15th, 2019. I'm going to do a little bit of outside. Don't know if that's recording correctly. Doesn't look like it. Hold on. Anyway, here's the rabbit hutch. So I'm going to clear this out today. Clear around it because I just got to put just a few more, just brace it up, right? Secure it, give it some more paint. Move all this today. Alright. I cleared off my sewing table, half of it anyway. And then I'm going to get into doing taxes tomorrow. Right? But I have to get some plants in the ground, but I also have to do this, people. So, when we're working here, put some of this out of the way so I can get into this. Obviously, I can't move that, but my son will have to do that for me. I'm just going to straighten it up. Just dig a little bigger hole. Put this sand in the middle, just to start getting rid of some of these buckets. Right? I'm going to do the hard labor first before I plant anything. Obviously, I'm going to pull out all that today and take it over there to further to the back and keep it drying out of the rain, right? Clear out in here. You know, continue doing what I was doing. Now, back to this. I don't know, people. I don't get it. I filled it up. I let it sit without the pump running for like a couple days, right? It didn't drop. And then I turned on the pump and I kept it checking it for a couple of days and it didn't drop. I come out today and look what it's done. So I'm like really wondering, how is it that it can stay full for a week with or without the pump on and then all of a sudden just disappear with the water? Obviously it was draining into the pond, and like I said, I was checking it for a couple of days and it was doing fine, and then all of a sudden it just went boom. So I don't know. It's not like I got time to be digging that up. So I'm probably just going to fill it up one more time without the pump running to see if it just all of a sudden flushes itself out, which it won't, people, because I've already done that. And then I'm going to turn on the pump and see how long it takes for it to flush itself out. Like I said, for 2-3 days it was running, nothing was leaking, it was full, and then all of a sudden it just went boom. So anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just going to fill it up and then I'm going to leave it. I'm not even going to put the pump on, and every day I'm going to come out and I'm going to check it with the camera. What I'm doing right now, people, is I'm just up in here, right? I'm going to pull out my own morning glory. I'm going to plant some potatoes next door later on. I have potatoes I got to throw in the ground, so we're going to throw in some potatoes. So I'm going to get that bucket, that bucket right there, and I'm going to take out all this wood. It's my smoke. All right. And start clearing out around here. I'm going to clean up this crap. I'm going to clear out as much as I can in here so that I can spend a day out here with Andre with some good old 2x4s and just brace it, because you have to remember he likes to stand on it. So right, so hold on. Okay, so as you can see, it's full. Now I'm not going to put the pump on, nothing. I'm going to come every day and we're going to check it. But the thing is, people, there are like certain individuals, right, that like to stalk my yard. All right. Because, you know, for different reasons. Some people want to buy this house, right, by any means necessary. Other people want me to lose everything so they don't get caught with what the fuck they did in terms of white-collar criminal activity. Right? Or straight-up murder. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that pond. Alright. I cut myself the other day with a blade. So my finger is still not quite healed. So I'm going to anyway start in this corner. Got my trusty knives. Alright, I'm telling Tisha, I can't sweat it. I do what I can do in a day. Right? Oh, I'm gonna kill myself over this, people. But I'm also gonna finish the job, right? And that's the thing. So I'm just gonna clean up these planter pots for a little bit. Right? It's really hot outside right now. So I'm somewhat in the shade because I want to empty out this bucket with these rocks. Right. Oh, I got a bunch of rocks in here, right? I want to empty out the bucket. I want to clean out in here, and there's a plum tree that I'm going to try and dig out and put into a planter pot. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, I could keep it there, I suppose. But, and then there's another one that's growing in the actual rabbit hutch itself. But the thing about rabbits, though, is they like eating okay, obviously I'm still using the old camera, right? That other one that was given to me, like I said, I bought the card for it, but you have to reformat it. It doesn't tell you in the directions how to reformat. And trust me, people, I read the directions over quickly for this, this, and this, and my brain is, my brain is tired, right? So anyway, and it's like you've seen this one drop, right? So that one, bring it out. Do you hear that? That sounds like a frog. What was that? That sounded like a frog, people. I'm the only one with a pond. That was a weird, strange sounding bird. Assuming that it was a bird. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. No, I don't even remember. Oh yes, this camera. Now, just this other camera, it's very light. This one's heavier, so I just got it on the rim of a 2x4 on an angle. So that's why it fell off so easy. And it's a heavier camera, so it can handle the fall. The other one is, like I said, when I open the box, it's very streamlined and it's lightweight, and I don't know. I have to be careful. I want Andre to do some Ninja Turtle videos, right? I'm going to end up giving that little camera to Andre, so I don't want to ruin it outside with my hands like this, because I'll just go and turn off this camera, close the lid, and move on and come back, right? I kind of poked in there a little bit to try and just it's where the port connects into the camera, so that you can plug it into your computer. There's a little loose connection in there, so that's what the problem is. So I kind of jiggled it, and it hasn't been working too bad for the last couple of days, eh? So that's why I'm using it, because I haven't reformatted the discs yet, and I am a little nervous to come out here and do actual yard work like I'm doing right now with that one, because I don't want to ruin it as fast as I get it, right? Where this one's an old diehard, right? So, and it's been kind of behaving itself. So anyway, I'm just going to be cleaning up in this area over here, and we're going to monitor this pond. But let's just say somebody is purposely draining it, because I don't know how that could happen. For 4 days, nothing moves. 2 days off, no pump. 2 days with the pump on, and then all of a sudden there's nothing in there. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it wouldn't be the first time that somebody hasn't creeped my yard for whatever reason, right? Not saying that's what's going on with that, but I wouldn't put it past anybody to do it if they wanted to do it bad enough. Like, I've had people in my backyard moving wood around and all this other shit, right? Almost from the time I moved in, people. It's somebody in the neighborhood, right, that watches my videos. Or it's somebody that, like I said, participates in white-collar criminal activity and that kind of stuff. Or it's people who want my house because they want to buy it, right? And raise the rent for the next poor tenant, right? So, anyway. So I'm just telling myself, don't worry, right? Just follow through and it will all come together. Get this pond in. I'm going to get this rabbit hopefully next week or within a week or so. I have to get some hay out from the farms though, right? So, personally I want hay and alpha. Alpha's softer than hay, right? But I don't really have good storage for it. I wanted to make a storage box that was insulated from the rain. Oh, people, guess what I just found? I found a little pine tree. It's a pine tree. Oh my God. And it's healthy too. It's quite big, really. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Look at that. Do you see it? There it is right there. I found that other one that I put in a planter pot. It's actually in the X Club. So I'll show you that next time I go in the X Club. But here's another little pine tree. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, there's not a lot of time in this camera. Well, of course, I've got the wrong glove. Okay, I just want to say, people, I have to call the cops. As if I wanted to call the police, right? For a welfare check for Sierra. Because she's gotten more swollen since the last time I seen her. Like, her whole body is completely swollen. She said the hospital's not doing anything. They say there's nothing they can do. There's nothing wrong with her. It is what it is. So anyway, I don't know why they don't medically kidnap Sierra. She needs it. Give her quality health care for 5 months. Right? That's what they did with Uncle John. They kept him from January 15th right up until sometime in April. January, February, March, April. Almost 4 months, if not 4 months, people. They had him in a hospital setting and would not let him go. Sierra, though, they just let her walk out the door. So anyway, I was told the best that the police could do is just take her to the hospital and they'll have someone look at her. I said, well, since you guys have been arresting her because she keeps breaching now because she's on that system, right? You know, you're going to lock her up in the jail cell not knowing that her body is swelling up. What if she dies? You know? Whose fault is that? Right? At least now you know to look. If you know, if she's got a warrant and you arrest her, it's on file that you need to take her to the doctor first and have her look at her body because there's definitely something wrong. She's ready to explode, people, from head to toe. She's like a third bigger than what she normally is. Right? A quarter to a third bigger. That's a lot. She's looking like Shimei was looking when Shimei was in the hospital and they embalmed her. As you can see, the pond itself is fine. Well, I didn't do very much today, people. I just got up in here. Seems to be a lot of slugs and snails eating my cucumber plants and squash plants and whatever as I'm planting them in the back. So I'm not too happy. So anyway, I'm just touching up everything in here, right? You know, starting to rain, so now I'm going inside. Okay, so there you go. You can see what I've done. Right?